guys, it's Alana here. Today I'm going to be doing a health or food related video. I would honestly call it a healthy food related video. Obviously, by the title of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the perfect smoothie bowl, because if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm always posting pictures of smoothie bowls that I make, and I'm constantly getting questions of like, okay, how do you make it? How do you make it thick? How do you not make it come out watery like a smoothie? I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do that, exactly how I make mine, and I'm going to be showing you guys a brand new smoothie bowl recipe that I'm going to be making. This is going to be, I call it a new one because it is a new recipe that I recently started making, and it is going to be a matcha smoothie bowl today. So if you are a matcha lover, you are in luck today. But if not, that is totally okay. I'm still going to be showing you how to make the perfect super thick smoothie bowl today in this video. And it is super easy, I promise. So definitely be sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up. And with that said, let's just go ahead and jump right into this video. Okay, so first off, we're going to talk about what you're going to need for your smoothie bowl. Obviously, you're going to need some certain things in order for your smoothie bowl to come out super thick. And if you are following along with the recipe that I am making, these are going to be the exact ingredients that I'm using. So I'm going to tell you right now, the key factor into making your smoothie bowls come out super thick and not watery is going to be your liquids right here. Also, another thing that will help you so much is the fact that you are using frozen fruits and vegetables. These are my bananas and my spinach right now that are frozen in little Ziploc bags, just because I cut them up and divide them up and freeze them like that. Like, I'll do it maybe the night before if I need to, so that way in the morning, if I know I'm making a smoothie bowl the next morning, it's ready to go. Because if you are using non-frozen fruits, it might work out for you if you use like little to absolutely no liquid at all. But if you want your smoothie bowl to be nice and thick and super cold and refreshing, frozen fruits is the way to go, and only a little bit of liquid. So I'm just going to kind of name off the things that I have right here. I'm using almond milk, and then the key ingredient for our matcha smoothie bowl today is going to be this power matcha right here that I got from Your Super. It is an online superfoods store that I found recently, so I ordered it. I love this so much. And I have some lemon juice right here. I've got a frozen banana, some frozen spinach, and then I've also got some ginger right here, which I'm going to be cutting up, washing, and throwing a little bit of it into my smoothie bowl. So then, of course, I wanted to address the blender that I'm going to be using. A lot of times people think that they have to have the Vitamix blender that has the little stick that you can stick into the top and mash down your fruits and everything, because it has to be super high powered and all of that, which no, that is not the case. I do not have a Vitamix. I'm using this Ninja blender right here. I'm not 100% sure the specific name of it, but I will show you guys the details of it and try to find a link to it and put it in the description in case you are interested. But it is just going to be this one that came with a little cup. It kind of reminds me of the Bullet one. So I'm going to just be sticking all my ingredients in here, and this works perfectly fine because this is what I always use to make my smoothie bowls. So that's what I'm going to be using, and then it just has a little like blade to stick on top and then stick into your blender. It's super easy. So for our smoothie bowl, we're going to start off with our liquid. Now, I honestly never measure my liquids, but I always put just a tiny bit amount first, because you can always add more liquid if you need to. But once you've put too much liquid into your smoothie bowl, it's no longer a smoothie bowl if it's too much liquid. It has now become just a plain old smoothie. So I've got my almond milk there in the bottom, and since I'm also going to be putting in some lemon juice just to add a little bit of extra flavor to our matcha and just make it a little bit more refreshing, I put a little less almond milk than I probably would have normally put in, just because since our lemon juice is going to act as extra liquid. So then now I'm going to stick in my one full banana. This was honestly like a pretty good sized banana. And now for my spinach, this is honestly like a good amount of spinach. You can see right here, it's filled up to here in my Ziploc bag for how much that is, just so you can kind of get an idea maybe. But I'm going to be sticking all of this in here. I'm just going to make it all fit in there. So all my spinach is in here, and for my ginger, this is going to be like how much that I'm using, because ginger is honestly pretty strong, but I love throwing it into my matcha smoothie bowl because it really is great for your immune system and helps detoxify your body. So I'm actually going to cut it up into smaller pieces just so that way it kind of more evenly distributes throughout my smoothie bowl when mixing. So now that I put my ginger in there, the last and final thing that I'm going to add is going to be my matcha powder. So the serving for this is going to be 1 teaspoon. So I am going to put exactly that amount in here, maybe just a tad bit more since it's going to be a smoothie bowl. So there we go, we got that in there, and now we are ready to blend it up. So I almost forgot to mention, I am also going to be adding some honey into this just to make it taste a bit sweeter. So there we go, that's the last final thing, and now we can go ahead and blend it. Mention, since I don't have like a stick like the Vitamix blender does to kind of like mash down all the things and get it down to the blade, sometimes I'll stop the blender and I'll kind of just like shake it down so it all falls down and like towards the blade so that way it mixes better. But now we've got that all mixed up and we've got our little matcha smoothie, like super thick smoothie in here. And then of course now we're just going to add it to our bowl and add some toppings. So now I'm going to go ahead and stick this into my bowl. And as you can see, it's pretty thick, like it's definitely not watery because it would be running and dripping into the bowl like that. So that's going to be the key for this. You want it super, super thick. So as far as toppings, you can definitely add whatever combinations of things that you like. If you know you like certain fruit combinations, you can totally throw that on top. But for my toppings that I have here, I've got some granola because for me, I can't have a smoothie bowl without some granola. And then I've got some coconut flakes that I'm going to throw on there, and then some blueberries because blueberries taste really great with matcha. And then I've also got some cashews here, so those are going to be my toppings for my bowl. And as far as throwing my toppings in there, I like to make mine look pretty just because it's fun, but you definitely don't have to. Of course, every time you see pictures of smoothie bowls, they always look nice and pretty with like the toppings all on there. So that's just, I like to make mine look pretty. I know it's definitely gonna just be eaten afterwards, but hey, you do whatever you prefer. So I've now got my finished made smoothie bowl and it is ready to eat. It is the matcha one, the matcha flavor. But yeah, this is totally now ready to eat and I can't wait. Let's see. Delicious. And I probably have green teeth now, but so that is going to be it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful, and now you have a really great tasting recipe for how to make a matcha smoothie bowl. And if you like to experiment of how to make other flavors, totally let me know down below which flavors you like to make. Give this video a big fat thumbs up if you found it helpful, and subscribe if you would like to, and turn on my post notifications to get notified for new videos. But also if you would like to, follow me on Instagram at Allanna_Cuellar. But that is going to be it. I love you guys so, so much. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.